Faroe Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So Nebraska's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. Here's Hardy to begin the drive. At the 35, he's loose. There he goes. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Cornhuskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He's got him. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Tigers. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
Well, this is absolutely domination early by this team. We've seen the early touchdown. And David, how about the defense now coming up with the massive pick six? And all of a sudden, their opponent is completely reeling, and we just barely started this game.
Man, just started the game, and all the momentum swings to one side, and now you got to find a way on this possession. You got to get the football back, and you got to do something with it. You got to get some of this momentum little by little, but so far, this is a dreaded start.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Calandria. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
never fun as a quarterback to throw a pick six on the opening drive of the game, but a really nice job of rebounding there. On the very opening play of the next drive, you get a completion. Just trying to get your feet back under you, get you into a rhythm, get the confidence back.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Pulls it in. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean,
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run it in with Hardy. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. He's piled up 87 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Simmons works the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Snap it to the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And it really doesn't matter who plays quarterback in this offense because Ahmad Hardy is option 1, 2, and 3. And you saw him a year ago, man. Not only does he have that home run speed to make big plays, but he also runs that stretch play so nice and breaks tackles and uses his physicality. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like that in the backfield.
Yeah, and you mentioned the breaking tackles. That was really the thing. His contact balance and his ability to somehow stay on his feet on those outside zone plays were huge for Missouri's offense a year ago, and they're going to be looking to do that again. You better pack a lunch on defense every single time you're playing this guy. No question, we're expecting big things from him this season.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on third. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays, exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head, get to him, hit him, get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. It's complete to the left. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Running inside. It's on. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5. Here's a heat. And they're not on the same page there. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. 3rd down play from the gun. Quick slant complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's...
Makes the grab in their space. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Huskers! Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to Hardy. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Throwing Simmons. Hauls it in. Turning it on. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Calandria trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Knocked off his feet.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got his man in the middle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quickly out to the tight end. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. It's complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Makes a grab and room to run. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it.
Has it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Those 3rd downs are hard to execute, and when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder, but this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. 75 yards on the touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here come the Missouri Tigers. The offense ready to go to work. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board. It breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. On first down, it's Hardy again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Here's Simmons to throw. Under fire. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Simmons from the gun on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on 4th down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, or Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Simmons. Got a man. It's Hardy. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
He's got it for a big play. He's loose down the middle. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead.
Nebraska 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Off the play fake on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hunter. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard, just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Throws for the tight end. Snagged in the middle, it's Nelson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners going to give them some space. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Kick comes up short, and he's going to try to bring it back. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the UMass Minutemen. And it's the Scarlet Knights, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Looking down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
What a run by their tailback, and simply one of the best in the entire country. And his ability to make people miss is the reason why, guys. That's one thing that's just not coachable. You have it or you don't. That was something they identified in him when they were recruiting him to come play in this offense, and now it's come to fruition. Defenses have such a hard time bringing him down. This defense
could be an alley. Headed to the end zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Missouri! His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Got him downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And that's a really good throw by this QB, man. Seeing the crossing routes, putting it on his chest so he can keep running across the field, get those yards after the catch. Nice job being on the same page with QB and receiver.
To the air, it's Calandria. On the run, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter.
Maybe some room here. Following that last play, there is an injured Cornhusker who is still on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bullet early ball on 3rd and short. Made a defender miss. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nebraska. On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. The give to Hardy. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing Simmons. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He might want another play. They'll move the tight end. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Number 34 on to punt it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Scanning the field, it's Calandria. Got his man. Still running at the 40. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Time to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short now from their own 48. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And these are the plays you know exactly what you're going to get up front. The offensive line does a great job blocking. Just create a little bit of a hole, pound through that hole. That running back, they can't tiptoe, they can't dance. Run north-south and get that first down. Nice job.
He's got it down the field. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Huskers! They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's Simmons to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Simmons. Quarterback adapting. The throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be changing the route. From the gun on 3rd down, Simmons. Got his man on the right. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And they did tack on the extra point. The #1 job for the return team, get good field position. But it's much better if you just score, which he did from 90 yards out. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's a give to Harding. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Offense changing the play. Again, it's Hardy. Got a little grass. Bulldozes his way through. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far.
Blue 85. Red 25.
They'll give it to Hardy. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, and getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Barney. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bring in the heat. And he never had a chance.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Taking it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Really got to be in impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not...
Lets it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
First and goal, Nebraska.
They'll run it. It's on. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Missouri's offense heads out and ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put... There he goes! Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Tiger! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together. and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Back to pass on second down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Nebraska!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense.
Turning it on! Crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Nelson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He wants a big play here late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
This is just unreal. I mean, just continues to stack.
Looking for a huge play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. 3 yards, First down for the offense after that penalty. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. So now it's 2nd and long. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.